why did we decide to take this piece of British history all the way to Mongolia? Well, it's hard not to look at her without an affectionate glow. And she comes from an era of Land Rover bolt-on, bolt-off technology. And to understand why we want to take her, to understand a bit more about her history. Green Goddess is a colloquial name for the Bedford RHLZ self-propelled pump, built for the Auxiliary Fire Services in 1953. This service was set up in the aftermath of the Second World War in the event of a Soviet nuclear attack on Britain. It was thought that a nuclear attack on Britain would overwhelm the existing fire services, so simple, basic, easy to maintain engines were ordered to fulfill any capacity in the event of a catastrophe. So where was she used before? Well, prior to the disbandment of the AFS in 1968, she was used to support local fire services all around the UK, and her ability to transport large amounts of water, especially to the more remote areas, was invaluable to their services. After 1968 and after their disbandment of the AFS, they were most notably used in the fire strikes of 1977 and the 2002-2003 fire strikes. Since then, they've been kept, well maintained and in storage by the Army until 2005, when they were all sold off in private auction. So, a fleet of more than 900 vehicles was sold off to private collectors, and actually mostly off to developing countries, predominantly in Africa. Most notably, the Lagos Fire Service in Nigeria received 60 of these vehicles, and now that represents nearly the sole firefighting force for a population of nearly 15 million people. So why are we taking this vehicle to Mongolia? Well, as I said, British services used this vehicle for nearly 50 years, and they trusted its reliability, its ease to be maintained, and furthermore, it's been taken to many developing countries and used with great effect there. So we want to take this fully functioning fire engine, which is simple and easy to maintain, to the people of Mongolia.